Never call my phone by murder, you know they still indict. I got a feeling I'm gonna beat my case, cause I ain't even been indicted.
And that's that's what we were waiting on. Those exact words that he said were true, as far as how it went for a whole bevy of things. The shooting a little buddy in Atlanta and all of that stuff. But today, breaking news, I guess. So let's break the news, I guess. Exclusive, baby. Chicago rapper Lil Durk charged in superseding indictment alleging murder for hire plot to kill rival near Beverly Center Mall in 2022 for immediately release. United States Attorney Office, Central District of California, Los Angeles. A Grammy Award-winning Chicago rapper has been charged in a superseding federal grand jury indictment alleging he conspired with others to murder a rival rapper, resulting in the shooting death of the rival's relative that occurred at a gas station near the Beverly Center Shopping Mall in Los Angeles in August 2022. The Justice Department announced today Durk Banks, 32 years old, a.k.a. Lil Durk, Blood, and Mustafa Abdul Malik, Chicago, is charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. The indictment adds 2 felony charges against Banks, who previously was charged by a criminal complaint in this case. The 4-count superseding indictment returned late Thursday as Banks as the lead defendant to a previous indictment returned on October 17th in charging the following defendants in connection with the August 2022 murder: Kayvon London Grant, 28, a.k.a. Cuz and Vonnie of Atlanta; DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, 33 years old, a.k.a. Didi of Chicago; Keith Jones, 33 years old, a.k.a. Flocka of Gary, Indiana; David Brian Lindsay, 33, a.k.a. Brown Eyes of Addison, Illinois; and Asa Houston, 36, a.k.a. Boogie of Chicago. Banks was arrested on October 17th near Miami International Airport after law enforcement learned that Banks had been booked on multiple international flights. A federal magistrate judge in Miami has ordered him jailed without bond until he is transferred to Los Angeles for arraignment. All 6 defendants, none of whom has yet entered a plea to the charges, are expected to be arraigned in United States District Court in downtown Los Angeles in the coming weeks. According to the superseding indictment, in 2010, Banks formed an organization called Only the Family, OTF, which, among other things, produced and sold hip-hop music from artists primarily from the Chicago area. OTF also acted as an association, in fact, of individuals who engaged in violence, including murder and assault. At Banks' direction, and to maintain their status in OTF, Bank feuded with a victim identified in court documents as TB. The feud stemmed from a November 6, 2020 murder in which associated TB shot and killed an OTF rapper named Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Bennett and Banks were close friends. In response to Bennett's murder, Banks allegedly put a bounty on TB's life. On August 19, 2022, several OTF members and associates used 2 vehicles and worked in tandem to track, stalk, and attempt to murder TB for hours, culminating in a shooting at a gas station located near the Beverly Center Shopping Mall. The co-conspirators used multiple guns, including a machine gun, and fired at least 18 rounds at TB's vehicle, striking and killing the victim identified in court documents as SR, who was TB's family member who had been traveling with TB. Banks allegedly ordered TB's murder, and the hitman used money from Banks and OTF-related finances to carry out the hit. Bank and flight records show that an OTF member and close associate of Banks coordinated and paid for 5 co-conspirators to travel from Chicago to California on the day before the murder. Around the time the one-way flights were purchased, Banks told the OTF associate booking the flights, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." The same day the hitman traveled from Chicago to California, Banks also traveled to California in a private jet with another conspirator. Pardon me. I gotta reread that. You gotta be kidding me.
What? What the fuck?
The same day the hitman traveled from Chicago to California, Banks also traveled to California in a private jet with another conspirator, Kayvon London Grant, 28, a.k.a. Cuz, and Vonnie. Later that day, Grant allegedly purchased ski masks for the shooters to use to commit the murder and paid using a credit card and Banks' names for the other co-conspirators' hotel room. The other 5 defendants are in federal custody in Illinois after their initial court appearances in Chicago. They remain charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, and 1 count using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun in possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Jones faces an additional count of possession of a machine gun. An indictment contains allegations that a defendant has committed a crime. Every defendant is presumed to be innocent until and unless proven guilty in court. If convicted, All the defendants would face a statutory maximum sentence of life in federal prison. The FBI and Los Angeles Police Department are investigating this matter. Assistant United States Attorney Ian V. Yaniello of the Terrorism and Export Crime Section, Daniel H. Weiner of the International Narcotics, Money Laundering and Racketeering Section, and Gregory W. Staples of the Orange County Office are prosecuting this case. I read the whole indictment and must have missed that part, or it wasn't there. I don't know. Bruh, that's bad. That's bad. It's crazy. I was just watching the Vlad TV clip with Michael Francis, and Vlad said that basically as well. Whoever co-conspirator number 2 is, whoever rode in that plane with Durk and all of that, I don't know. I'm not going to assume facts, not in evidence. But that's bad, bro. I ain't going to hold you. There's ways to skate. If Lil Durk can show a pattern of behavior of OTFDD, buying plane tickets and stuff like that and all that crap and everything, then you have that pattern of behavior that you can get away with certain things. But the fact that you brought a dude who participated in the murder and you flew him in there and you came your damn self, either Durk is like all the way off or Durk just was in crash out mode and just didn't care. And I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't a nigga alive that can make me trick myself off the streets like that. If anybody in my hood right now, I don't care who you is, what status, what rank, what anything you have, bro, as far as it go, F that. Should nobody be able to make you react that way. I don't care who they smoke. Lil Durk, y'all not even from the same hood. You ain't from no. Hell, Von ain't even from no. He eventually became from no, but that's not where he originally started. So, there's that. But also added at the fact, Woody was right. Y'all seen the viral clip of him saying, bro, the best thing he could have did was be successful and look out for his kids and stop this stupid manipulative cycle. Let's understand something. Von was wrong. Von was the nigga that was 100% wrong. Let's not even act like that. And I ain't gonna hold you even further. They knew Lil Tim would shoot back, so why didn't y'all go after Lil Tim too? Y'all scared of him. Let's be real. Let's be real. Timmy Turner, he been wishing for a burner. Killer him out walking. You know that his soul is a furnace. Yeah, come on. Why didn't y'all go after Lil Tim? Why wasn't it 2 bags? Maybe it'll be revealed that it was, but it's just something around this that seems so pussy to me. I ain't gonna hold you. And listen, I got a lot of love for the homies in the O. I got a lot of love for the homies from the Lamb. I got a lot of love for the homies in Chicago and everything like that. But, bruh, at a certain point in time, to even egg that stuff on, just to even go, and I'm not saying that niggas is actually egging Durk on, but, bruh, a lot of this stuff that's been happening, this is a victim of Chicago. This ain't no victim of nothing else. That whole, hey, get back gang and go slide and all that shit and everything like that, it took off y'all biggest drill rapper ever. And it looked like Durk ass ain't never coming home. Now, my early prediction, Durk gonna have to settle and probably do about 20 years, 25 years, and come home after that. That's all I can foresee. Or Durk could take it to trial and get his ass thraxed and do a life sentence. That's what he could do. Could Durk snitch and be like, hey man, this and that? He could and probably get about 15 years if he come home in 15. Ain't even gonna put that off the table for him. At a certain point in time, these niggas told on you. I think he got about 2-3 snitches in there. I don't think it's just one person put all this together at all. This ain't striking me as no one person did it type of time. So let's just be fair and square, obvious and honest. Is he supposed to snitch? Hell nah. Would I snitch? Nah. My pride and ego too big. That's why I'm out my mind. But I wouldn't be mad if he did. I put it that way. I gave y'all bread. I gave y'all, put y'all on flights. Y'all do this and this how y'all repay me. Or it could be somebody not even related to it. Durk or somebody could have just ran their mouth and somebody could have put it out on the internet. To the internet. Somebody could have got caught by the feds or by the state somewhere in California or anywhere. I think there's this. Let me just finish my whole entire thought. There's a couple of ways that this happened. Somebody probably got snatched by the feds and was like, hey, what if I gave you details on a murder and all of this stuff that happened in Chicago that's high profile that I know a lot about? And literally has nothing to do with the case, but every dude and every person that's involved in this case. That's highly possible. Or it could be somebody who did it, got in trouble with the law later on, and next thing you know, there you go. But as far as the police just did some grand work and all this shit, and this is just sloppy, it is sloppy, it was sloppy, but it's not as sloppy as it was when it happened. The whole OTF Jim was wearing a wire stuff is bullshit, because the cops and the feds cannot allow that to happen, because let's be fair, they're supposed to kill Quando Rondo. They killed Lil Pop. So obviously they shooters ain't got it all. If the feds would have allowed that crap to happen, do y'all realize you can't account for where the bullets that miss went? So feds can't even put nobody in that situation at all. They would have had to stop it. And if you don't want to believe me, what's the dude from Austin, TTE Naughty? When he decided to flip and snitch on all his people, what happened? The feds went and found the people in the crowd. They didn't even allow them to do anything. TTE Naughty, when he told them flat out, hey man, this was gonna happen and all this crap and everything. The police had wind of it and they caught up with him, and then they made him do that. So there's that. But subscribe to the bell to notify and share to keep your people aware. We got motions going on today in court, so you know that recap video will happen immediately afterwards. But other than that, Atlanta, I'll catch you on the next one. Well, I'll be in Atlanta today. So if you see me out and about, I do take pictures and all that stuff. If you catch me at the bar, I'm known for this. I will get you one drink, one beer. I ain't getting y'all shots. Last nigga ran it up. He had like a double shot of some shit that was like 32 years old. And I just looked at him like, well, I'm a visionary, bro. No, you're an alcoholic and you just boosted up your... ran over.